In a quiet coastal town lived a 22-year-old girl named Lisa. Everyone knew her as hardworking, sincere, and gentle. But she had one problem. She always expected the worst. If she had a test, she believed she would fail. If she tried something new, she felt she would mess it up. If something good happened, she worried it wouldn't last. Lisa's mind was constantly filled with negative thoughts, whispering that she was not enough, that others would succeed, but not her, and that there was no point in trying. Because of this habit of thinking, she remained average in life, even though she had the potential to shine. Lisa studied at a small college near the sea. One day, her psychology professor, Henry, noticed her constant fear and worry. After class, he called her aside and held up a glass of water. He asked her how heavy she thought the glass was, and she replied that it might be around 250 grams. The professor smiled and explained that the weight depended on how long he held it. If he held it for a minute, it felt light. For an hour, his arm would ache. For a day, his hand would go numb. He kindly told her that the weight never changed, but how long one held it made all the difference. He explained that her negative thoughts were like the glass. She was holding them for too long, and gently advised her that when life felt heavy, she should put the glass down. Though the message was simple, it stayed with her. The very next morning, everything seemed to go wrong. Lisa missed her bus, forgot her notebook, and scored low on a quiz. Her old negative voice returned instantly, telling her that nothing ever worked out for her. But this time, she remembered her professor's words. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and imagined placing a glass on a table. She whispered to herself to put it down, and for the first time, she interrupted her own negative spiral. That night, she wrote in her journal that she would find one good thing that day, no matter how small. She noticed a little girl smiling at her, felt a cool breeze on her face, and enjoyed her mother cooking her favorite dish. These small moments made her heart feel lighter. As weeks passed, Lisa continued practicing this habit. Every time negativity appeared, she paused and imagined putting the glass down. Her friends noticed she was calmer, her mother felt she looked brighter, and her teacher saw steady improvement. But life continued to test her growth. One afternoon, she received news that deeply hurt her. Her internship application had been rejected. It was her dream role and her hope for the future, and suddenly it was gone. The old voice returned, telling her she didn't deserve good things. Tears fell, and negative thoughts flooded her mind again. Then she remembered another lesson from Professor Henry. Positive thinking does not mean bad things will never happen, but believing that something better can still come. She imagined the glass once more and put it down, then wrote in her journal that the rejection was a redirection and that something better was coming, even if she did not fully believe it yet. A week later, during a beach cleanup event, Lisa noticed a little boy crying because he was lost in the crowd. She comforted him, stayed calm, and helped him find the organizers. A man nearby observed her actions and approached her, complimenting the way she handled the situation. When he learned that she was a psychology student, he smiled and told her that he ran a mental wellness startup and was looking for interns who understood people, not just textbooks. He asked if she was interested. Lisa could hardly believe it. Within a week, she received an official internship offer that was even better than the one she had previously applied for. Her mother hugged her and gently reminded her of what happens when hope is not lost. Lisa realized that sometimes life closes one door to open a better one. Months later, Lisa thrived at her internship and grew more confident, calm, and hopeful. One day, she returned to her college as a guest speaker in her professor's class. She held up a glass of water and asked the students how heavy they thought it was. As they guessed different answers, Lisa smiled with the same warmth her professor once had. She explained that it did not matter how heavy the glass was, but how long one chose to hold it. She gently placed the glass on the table and reminded them not to carry their problems and fears forever, but to put the glass down and make space for hope. The room fell silent before filling with applause. Lisa had learned the greatest truth of all. Positive thinking did not change the world around her. It changed her, and that change transformed everything around her. Life doesn't become lighter. You do when you let go. That is growth.